Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Director of Communications for the Microsoft Office Division, Janice Kapner.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you all to today's press conference. In a moment, I'm going to welcome Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer to the stage to share today's news. But first, I want to thank you all for joining us, whether you're here in New York, or you're on the webcast, or you're at more than the 20 events that are happening around the world today. I'd particularly like to thank the Microsoft customers and the partners that have joined us today as well. As a reminder, please refrain from flash photography during Steve's remarks today. And now, please welcome Steve Ballmer.
Well, thanks, and welcome to everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you, those of you who are here in person and those of you joining us on the webcast. I'm honored to have this opportunity today. We're here to introduce Microsoft Office 365, where Microsoft Office meets the cloud. Microsoft delivers technology, and has been delivering technology our whole lives, that connect people to what they love and care about. Friends and family, communities and colleagues, business and information. Productivity in Microsoft Office specifically forms an important foundation that makes it possible for people to be more creative, for people to make better decisions, for people to accomplish more. And the best tool of all for those purposes is Microsoft Office. It helps people bring their ideas to life, and it's used by more than 1 billion people around the world. As a result of that tool, businesses today operate with levels of speed and efficiency and scale that are really unprecedented. And yet businesses continue to look for technologies to make an even bigger impact. Technology that makes it easier for people to work in close collaboration and combine their experiences and expertise and knowledge to reach even greater success. What happens when Microsoft Office meets the cloud? Collaboration happens in addition to productivity, anywhere, for any business of any size. With Office 365, people can stay connected using instant messaging. With Office 365, they can conduct real-time virtual meetings with coworkers and customers and partners, whether they are around the corner, in the same room, or around the globe. With Office 365, people can work together on files and documents simultaneously. To make scheduling easy, they can share their calendars with team members on all of the electronic devices that people use. And with Office 365, even the smallest businesses can design and maintain compelling websites and edit them as easily as a Word document using the SharePoint technologies in Office 365. We believe that effective collaboration is a lot more than good group dynamics. It's a matter of instant access to relevant information, of ideas flowing freely, and of the right people taking the right action at the right time. And it's absolutely critical, collaboration is, to business growth. That's why we believe that the best collaboration technology has to be available to all businesses, from massive global enterprises with thousands of workers to feisty startups with just a couple of employees. I'll focus on the small and mid-sized group of businesses here today. That segment is responsible for nearly 2/3 of global job growth and employs about 1.5 billion people around the world. But to compete, small and medium-sized businesses do need an edge that doesn't require huge upfront capital investment, or complex IT systems to manage and maintain. Starting today, Office 365 will deliver on those promises and is available in over 40 different geographies around the globe, with more to come. I think the best way to really understand why we're so excited about Office 365, where Office meets the cloud, is to actually take a look at the service. And to show you a little bit of our Office 365 service, I'd like to invite Kirk Konigsbauer on stage to do a brief demonstration. Kirk.
Great. Thanks, Steve. Hey, everybody. Well, I'm excited to give you a look at Office 365. We're going to focus on a couple of collaboration scenarios that are really targeted with an eye towards small businesses. And where I'm going to start is on the Office 365 homepage. And we'll go right there. Now, on the homepage, the first thing that you'll see at the very top, where it says Start Here, are some tools to help people get started. Things like links to support and tutorials, to the admin page where you can set up new users and do things like reset passwords and so forth. If you look below, you'll see things like links to get access to your email, to your calendars, to your contacts, to your tasks, all powered by Outlook. You'll see access to things like instant messaging, video conferencing powered by the Lync service, and then access to your team site where you can share things like documents, share with other people, all powered by Microsoft SharePoint itself. In fact, that's where I'd actually like to start the demo. I'm going to drop into this shared documents directory here. And this is a place where you can collaborate with people on different documents. I could click Word, Excel, PowerPoint here if I wanted to start and create a new document from scratch, or I could edit an existing document that I already have saved up here into the SharePoint team site. Now, I'm going to open up this first document here called Contoso Nuevo Proposal. This is just a Word document. And you'll see as I click on it, it pops open Microsoft Word. We have close integration with the Word client in the Office 365 service itself. Now, as I've opened up this document, and because this document is stored up in Office 365 in the cloud, other people can actually edit this document at the same time that I am through what we call co-authoring. And as you saw there, at the bottom it said John Betts, my demo buddy here, has joined us and is editing information in that side. If you look at his screen over there, you'll see mine over here. And you'll watch as he's editing that document, it'll refresh right in my screen. So collaboration in real time here using the Office 365 service. Now, in addition to having close integration with the Office client, I'm going to close that for a moment, we're also shipping inside of the Office 365 service our Office web applications. These are browser-based versions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft OneNote that are available inside of a browser, whether it's IE, Safari, Firefox, Chrome, all the popular browsers are supported. Now, I'm going to open up that same Word document in the browser itself to give you a look at one of our web apps here. This is the Word web app. And I think the important thing to point out here, you can see it's running in IE. The important thing you see here is that it looks exactly like the document that's on John's side of the screen. And that's really important. When people put their hearts and minds into these documents, they want them to look great. It's got to look great whether you're using the Word app or the web app or the rich client itself. And as I scroll through here, you can see there's charts, all the formatting is right, the watermark in the background, the table, even things like pagination. Okay. Now, I've been showing you a little bit about how you can connect with Office 365 using the PC. I want to shift gears a little bit and talk to you about how you can access Office 365 using mobile devices. And so if we can switch the screen for a moment. Great. This is a Windows Phone 7, and I want to show you how it can connect to Office 365. First, I'm going to swipe up, and there you'll see the screen. And of course, you have access to Outlook, your contacts and your tasks and so forth, your calendar. Of course, this is provided on other devices as well. iPhone, Android, and so forth can all connect into Office 365. Go back to the home page here. But on the Windows Phone in particular, we have the Office Hub. The Office Hub is a way for me to get to my documents up in the cloud itself. So for example, I can scroll over, and I can go to that same SharePoint team site that I showed you just a few moments ago. We'll click into Documents here, and you can see those 3 documents that I had before. And I can open them up here using what we refer to as the Office mobile applications. And I'll show you a couple of those here. You can see we've got Office mobile applications for Excel, for PowerPoint, for Word, and for a product that we have called Microsoft OneNote. OneNote's a digital note-taking tool. We'll take a look at it here. I'll open up OneNote on the mobile device here. And on John's screen, you'll see he's going to open up the OneNote tool using the OneNote application here on his PC. Of course, we have a browser-based version of that as well. And as you can see, my experience on the right side, or my right side, is optimized for the small screen. I get things like the chart, of course. I can keep track of internet-based content. There's things like check marks and so forth. You get the idea. And just like in that Word example that I showed you a few moments ago, you can collaborate in real time using OneNote as well. So for example, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and check off some of those to-do lists here or enter in some text. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take a picture here and show you how we can integrate graphics into it. In fact, I'll go ahead and take a picture of all of you. Everybody smile. Oh, come on, now smile. All right, great. OK. And I'll go ahead and accept that. And then I'll just show you how we can sync that right up with Office 365 here in the cloud. I'll scroll this down. And again, on my side of the screen on the right here, you'll see the picture that I've taken of all of you. And in a few moments, you'll see that just pop up on John's side of the screen here as well. There you go. So great collaboration in real time across the PC, the phone, and in this case, the browser as well with the OneNote application. All right, very cool. Thank you. So I've been talking a little bit about how you can collaborate on documents on the PC, the phone, and the browser. I want to talk a little bit about how you can communicate with Office 365. And where I'm going to start here is in Microsoft Outlook. Of course, Outlook connects to Office 365, whether it's the PC version or our browser-based version. Our Mac Office 2011 product also connects to the service as well. And with Outlook Mail in Office 365, you get things like spam filtering, 25 gigabytes of email access, and of course, all the richness that Outlook provides, things like conversation mode. You can see we have integrated presence here right inside. This is provided by our link service, so you can do a quick IM or chat here from this discussion if you'd like. You get the idea. Now, here in this particular mail message that I've got, there's some folks asking to schedule a call or schedule a meeting. We can do that in one quick step here with Outlook. I could just go right up to the meeting icon here and click on it. That'll add everybody that was on that particular email message to this schedule invite that I've got. I could schedule them here. Office 365 provides access to everybody's calendar, so I can see who's available and when. But let's say there's a couple folks that are actually traveling, and we want to turn this into a virtual meeting or a web conference. I'll just in one click Online Meeting here. This is powered by the Link service that provides in the meeting request itself a quick link here if I want to go join the conference, or if I'm on a mobile device, I've got the telephone numbers here, the participant code. You get the idea. Now I'm going to cancel out of this one because we actually have one that's in progress right now. In fact, I could go to the calendar mode itself, or I'll show you we also integrate the conferencing directly into these reminders. So I can just click Join Online Meeting here, and we'll see our web conference will appear. And I've got John here in the conference, and I've got Rory in the back as well.
Hey, Kirk. How's it going out there?
Things are good, Rory. Thanks for joining us. How you doing back there? You looking good?
Doing great.
Excellent.
Thanks.
OK, so we've got a web conference with 3 people, just a couple of quick clicks to get that going, and you can see how 362. You also see we're able to collaborate here as well. So we've got a PowerPoint presentation that you see on the right side of the screen. And you can see the transitions work and so forth. I can take control of this presentation if I want to. I can go backwards or forward. Let's say I missed a slide or I joined late. You see the view turns to a yellow view, which means that I'm the only one looking at that piece of it. But we also support things, and I could actually take over as presenter if I want everybody to go back to the agenda slide. But we also support other kinds of collaboration as well in this web conference. Things like polling, things like whiteboards. I'll change to the whiteboard view here. And you can see that it's basically a free-form canvas, effectively. We've integrated some content from Visio. We've got some charts here, or some pictures here that you see. And this, too, is real-time collaboration. You can see John do some editing. Rory's do some editing in the back. I can go ahead and bring up a pen here. Maybe I want to circle something here. You get the idea. Real-time video conferencing with collaboration, all integrated into the Office 365 experience. All right, Rory, thanks a lot, buddy. We're going to hang up on you here.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe a little too early. All right, you get the idea. Now, I've shown you a little bit about collaborating with people. I've shown you a little bit about collaborating on documents and projects. The next thing I want to do is show you how you can collaborate with the world using Office 365 in terms of website design powered by our SharePoint service. So I'm going to go back or go up to my Office 365 site. And this is a site that's under construction right now from one of our customers in the beta, ESL Industries from New Zealand. They're a great customer of ours, and they're in the process of converting their website to Office 365. And you can see it's under construction here. I'm in the design mode. Now, we've tried to make, as Steve mentioned, editing a website as simple as editing a Word document using the new SharePoint design services that we've got here. So for example, just like you'd expect, if I wanted to change, say, the font or the color of this, I'll just go right up to the ribbon, just like I would in Word, and I can do that very quickly here. It's a templatized website. So for example, if I want to add a logo on all of my